Alright, live stream tomorrow night, Friday, November 4th, 7 Eastern, me and Jimmy. It's been a while, but we're doing one. Alright, it is a sunny but chilly Sunday morning. And hopefully we will be done with beans today. We should be done with beans today, as long as everything goes according to Hoyle. I think we got about 40 acres left. Not sure I'm going to have enough room in the bin to put them all in, because the ones that I had contracted for fall, they picked up some of the contract, but not all of the contract. So that sucker's got like one ring left. So worst case scenario, we'll be holding them in the wet bin while waiting for a truck, which I've already been on that this morning and may have a truck later today. If not, should have one tomorrow. So it was like 37 this morning. Yesterday was 70. I don't know how well you can see them. Probably not very well. But the ladybugs were out in full force yesterday, going up to 70 degrees. They're all over at my house too, on the front deck. So I don't know if these suckers are all dead now because it was 37 this morning, or if they're just all very immobile because they're kind of cold. I don't know. All I know is they were a pain in the ass yesterday, flying around, landing on everything, including us. So, alright, so I gotta go put fuel in the tank in my truck. I gotta grab my leaf blower. No, I forgot to blow the combine off last night, so I'm gonna blow it off this morning. This truck sitting behind me is full. The truck over in the other shed is full, so we gotta dump those. But the dew is, because of it being cold, it's fairly heavy, so I don't think we're gonna get quite as early a start as we did yesterday, which is fine because we don't have nearly as much, or we won't have to get nearly as much done today. We got that 45 acres on the one side of the road done, and then I don't know, close to half of the 33 acre field across the road before we quit last night. We actually could have worked a little longer, but we decided not to. So got the fan on the bean bin, kind of loud. So I went down, fueled the combine up, greased the 10-hour fittings, and they called and said they could be here about 11 to get a tractor trailer load to help me be able to have enough room. So I said yes, because I wasn't turning that down. Look at those nice clean beans. So we are loading. Not sure I still will have enough room, but it'll be close. We'll play the spinner game if we have to. Flick it a little and move it to spots where we can let it flow down towards the sides. Flick it again. Been there, done that. That way you get them piled up pretty high. I don't like to pile into the roof very high. Beans are dry, so plus I have more that's sold, so hopefully they get them and then it won't be piled into the roof. But I want to be done with beans today. I want tomorrow to be a get the wet bin completely empty. If we have to shut it off later, get the dryer empty, get a 6-wheeler full of corn, put into the wet bin, fill the dryer again, get everything switched over so that Tuesday we can get back on the corn. So take advantage of this good weather. So this will help, without a doubt. Alright, tractor trailer loaded. Time to unload these two trucks. Fire shit up and head to the field. So the wife's just pulling that one out to get it around. It is 11:45, so not horrible. We should be started combining by 1 at the latest, so plenty of time to get done what we need to get done today, to be done. A lot of dones in there, but and we are back at it. Good tune. Dream on, dream on. Alright, don't want to piss off Screw Tube. Better turn that back down. Josh from Tractor Chasers just texted me. He's on his way. He's gonna come and make another video. So make sure you all check out Tractor Chasers on YouTube. I don't care, YouTube, it's a great song. Right? I think you all agree.
Sing for the year, sing for the laugh, and sing for the tear.
Alright, I'll stop now. I'm eating my lunch if you hear crunching. Burritos. Yeah, these hills didn't grow as good of beans. Mid 40s. Very dry though. Not enough rain that 5-week stretch. Another good tune, man. Journey. It's like 12:30. It's like Sunday afternoon on the oldies station. It's playing some good music. Journey when they had Steve Perry, so they were actually good. Nothing against the little Filipino dude, but he ain't Steve Perry. So yeah, not all of our beans have been 60 bushel beans like I've showed you. You get on these hills and it was just too dry, too long. That 5-6 week stretch, you can tell they're short. Just so you know, on some of these hills, there's spots where the monitor gets down into the high 20s and low to mid 30s, bounces around. If you recall, this is that field. For those of you that knew, go back to last fall's harvest. This is that field with the side hill right there when we had corn on it. Alright, I gotta turn YouTube down. That we ended up leaving. I don't know what it was. 24 rows, 32 rows, something like that. Because then coming back after it dried up some, because we could go with the tracks, we just couldn't stay up the hill and stay on the corn rows. It was horrible. You need to make your cup holders smaller too. My little thermoses rattle like hell in there. So yeah, I told you, I'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. This knoll right here is pathetic when I go over it. The beans are about 6 inches tall. Like right now we're at 43 bushel. I go over that knoll, it'll be about 18. When I get down in the valley, they'll probably jump back up into the 50s at least. So I feel your pain, you people in, you know, Kansas, places like that. Obviously, don't take that the wrong way. I don't feel your pain the way you felt it this year with as dry as you all were. Because overall, we're having good yields. We're just, when I see it on our hills, I know what you guys must be like being that much drier than what we were for that 5 or 6 week stretch. So, but yeah, here I'm coming up on this one knoll. Shut up, cup. I mean, look at this. Yeah, things didn't grow on the hills worth of shit as dry as we were. There's a wet spot that didn't get planted. So any of you new subscribers, go back to the spring and see how wet we were. Fighting to get shit planted. So there's quite a few of them holes around. That headland there, I kind of rounded off. Couldn't go straight because that low area was wet. So yeah, it was, we went from one extreme to the other. And so far, knock on wood, we're having a beautiful fall. I hope it stays that way. Alright, I haven't showed many of these yet in the field, so I figured I'd show you this one. You know how wet we were this spring, and then we got all them 2-3 inch in an hour rainstorms. You can see the washout right there where it started. Come down through. Alright, so I gotta pay a little closer attention here for stones. But, yeah. Quite a few of that in some fields where there was hills that we're dealing with. So, yep, is what it is. We have Tractor Chasers here. That's Josh. I'm assuming he's got the drone up, seeing as he's looking down at something. That's his wife, Kayla. She's taking pictures. So we will be on their Instagram page and on their new YouTube channel, I will assume. The move. The wife in front of me with the head on the header cart. John and his wife is actually with him, so she's gonna help John and Barb get the rest of things down here. Once I get the head on, I will start. So 25 acres. We will be done. "20 miles an hour on the road with tracks is pretty good. It'll go 21 when you're not going, you know, up and down all these hills, but so you just have to remember before you put it in road mode that you have to get out and fold down the bubble up auger and the bin extensions. Yes, I know. There are days where I'm like, boy, it'd be nice to be able to push a button and do that, but I'm cheap. I told you that. All right, we're down in Ira. On that last 25 acres, there's 54 acres or something here total that Barb and I own with the woods. And we're on the mountain piece by the road, as you can see. It's always fun when you get up here and turn the corner and start heading down the hill. I've yet to try to come up the hill. I think this combine would do it with no problem. The only problem is you'd be probably, no matter how slow you tried to go, you'd be shitting crop out the back, as steep as this is. So I'm going to turn you off now because I want both hands, one for the lever here and the other for my steering wheel, just in case. Very dry beans, other than around the outside where the woods are, where it's shady. Been a lot of 9 to 10% beans. I don't know how well you can see with the glare. These beans have been running in the mid 50s, low 50s. I have seen it hit 60 a few times, so I'm still satisfied. Anything above 50 bushel this year is, as I keep repeating myself. But 9-10% beans aren't fun though, because like I said before, no matter how much you slow the reel down and all that, you still get them pinging off the windshield. So instead of parking in the driveway on the edge of the road there, which is never fun and not that safe, it's dry enough that Barb's got the trucks right in the field. Kind of nice. And REO's on the radio. Heard it from a friend who heard it from another, you've been messing around. Alright, I'll stop. Just another annoying part of trees surrounding fields. When dead limbs fall off, leaves, the beans don't grow for shit because it's shaded. And I need to fire the guy that drilled these. He had an issue. I knew I had an issue that I obviously had too many on one side of the drill, and it was the side that had the gauge. Yeah. Luckily it's just a couple strips like that, not like half a field or something. And unfortunately, if I fire myself, I gotta rehire myself right after I fire myself. So it's almost sundown. I'm not gonna zoom in, you can probably see. That's all we got left. Maybe 5 or 6 passes down to where I've already done the first 3 times around the field. So we are about ready to kick 2022 bean season's ass and be done with it. Like I said, it's, I don't know what it is, almost sunset as you can tell. So it's like 10 after 6. We got 2 trucks loaded up by the road. John's gonna come back and take them home for us. Barb is gonna take home whatever is left in the cart so that we can get the head off this thing, get everything home, be done with it, and worry about unloading trucks and getting the dryer empty and making sure it all fits in the bin, because it's still gonna be tight tomorrow, which is Monday, and just get ready for doing corn on Tuesday, hopefully. So I don't know how much is on this video. I know Barb took some footage on her phone, but I'm calling it a video. 2022 beans done, even though I got another 15 minutes.